So another US state has just passed a new privacy law. This time it was Vermont, with its new Vermont Data Privacy and Online Surveillance Act. It was signed on June 16th, but will only take effect at the beginning of 2028. So that means that, including Vermont, we already have 24 US states with their own privacy laws. So yeah, privacy laws keep spreading, in case you haven't noticed it yet. And you see, Vermont's law is pretty similar to other states' privacy laws. For example, with this new law, companies now need to get explicit consent from users before collecting their data, just like in California. Besides, this new law also establishes that consumers now have the right to request a copy of all the data companies have about them and even demand this data to be completely erased. So, pretty similar to other states' privacy laws, right? Now, what if you don't comply? Well, if you don't comply, the fines can reach up to $10,000 per violation. Now, it's true that a single fine might not seem like a huge deal for a company, right? But if thousands of people are affected, that bill can add up very, very quickly. Now, I will leave some links about Vermont's new law in this video's description, okay? In case you're interested in learning more. However, the question is, what's important for me here? For us, right? So what's important here is that this new Vermont law reinforces the fact that privacy laws are rapidly spreading across the US. And well, that's great news for Reklaim. Now, in case you don't know what Reklaim is a position of mine, one of my biggest positions actually. This stock is listed on both the TSX Venture and the OTC, ticker MyID and MyIDF respectively. And well, this company basically offers a marketplace of compliant, consented private data. Now, what does that mean, right? So, as you've seen, privacy laws are spreading across the US, and compliant personal data is becoming increasingly crucial for companies to operate properly. And well, Reklaim is one of the places where companies can get that at scale. Because in Reklaim, you will find people, consumers, internet users like you and me, selling their own personal data with consent. So that's what this company Reklaim is about. But okay, now let's go back to our Vermont law. So in Reklaim's context, why is this new law important? Because again, it shows privacy laws are here to stay, and this will likely create a massive demand for privacy-compliant data, which, well, will be excellent for Reklaim's business, right? And you see, that's actually pretty interesting, because compliant private data is becoming a commodity. But okay, moving on. But frankly, I think we are going to see this company Reklaim growing massively, because in my view at least, the demand for this new commodity, which is privacy-compliant data, is only set to go up. I mean, if you think about it, almost half of US states already have comprehensive privacy laws, and I think it's only a matter of time until we see, for example, a federal law passing. So yeah, I think Reklaim will benefit a lot from the stronger demand for this kind of data, compliant personal data. Besides, it's always important to remember that Reklaim's business also has a quite strong network effect, which helps a lot as well regarding growth, right? So yeah, I think we'll see Reklaim's business really growing a lot over the coming years. And you see, I also think Reklaim's business will grow because additionally, if on one hand, companies will increasingly need compliant data to operate properly, on the other hand, I also believe people will become increasingly aware of this market. I believe people will get increasingly aware of the fact that they can both make money selling their own data or simply take it out of circulation. And I think that people will want that more and more, to have control over their own data, to effectively own it. But for example, as you know, I live in Brazil, right? And well, Reklaim doesn't operate here. And you see, the other day I was thinking exactly this. I was thinking that, man, it would be so great if I could simply take my personal data out of the internet somehow, you know, because from what it seems, my personal data is all over the place. Really. For example, my father was scammed by someone claiming to be me. He lost $1,000 because of this. My mother also almost got scammed by someone claiming to be me again. So yeah, it would be great if I had access to Reklaim, if I could use this service, and if I could simply take my personal data out of the internet. I would feel much safer. So yeah, I think that more and more people will want to have control over their own online data. And that's also why I think Reklaim will grow a lot over the coming years. And well, my bet is that eventually the market will discover the stock, right? I mean, it won't stay unnoticed forever. But by then, once the market discovers the stock, buying it at the current levels will seem like a miracle. But anyway, Vermont just became the newest state to approve its own comprehensive privacy law. And as you can see, these laws keep spreading, and rapidly. And well, I think Reklaim will be a huge beneficiary from this trend, and that investors who are going long now, such as myself, will be greatly awarded with massive profits. And as always, nothing in this video is investment advice, okay? But anyway, that's it for today, and see you next time.